Hi, it's Jenny from Buggy Baby, and today we're taking a look at the Joie Signature Tourist Pushchair. The Tourist Pushchair is part of Joie's signature range, which is their premium range, and this pushchair is designed to be a travel pushchair, so it's very compact, it's very light, and it has a really easy fold. In fact, it weighs in at just 6.6 kilograms, so it really is a very light option if you're looking for a pushchair to take away with you on your travels. One of the nice things about this is you can also combine it with a carry cot, and you can also combine it with a car seat, so it does give you plenty of options. So let's have a look inside the box. We're going to get the pushchair out, we're going to put it together, and we'll have a look at all of the features that are on offer. Now we're having a look at it in the colourway of Oyster, which is a light grey, and we can already see from the box that this is obviously going to be a very compact pushchair. It's suitable from birth up until 15 kilograms, so it's not going to give you years and years of use, but it will give you probably about 3 years of use. And as I said, as you can add a carry cot and a car seat, you do have plenty of options with it. Okay, so let's get this open and see what we find inside the box. Okay, so here it is all packaged up. And we're going to get this out and put it together. Here we go. And you can see already how tiny this is. And I can also see that it includes a rain cover, which is always useful. So I'm going to get everything out and then we'll pop the wheels on and then we can get this up. So here is everything that's included in the box. So here I can see we've got our back wheels. These are our front swivel wheels. We have included a travel bag, so that's for you to pop the whole pushchair in if you are travelling with it. We have a detachable bumper bar, the instructions, the rain cover that we looked at just a moment ago, and it also includes adapters. So I would assume that these adapters are going to be for the car seat and also the carry cot. We'll start off by putting the front swivel wheels on. So if we get these out, they should just click into place. Here we go, it's the first one. Okay, so I can see we've got the pin here, we've got the hole here, and we should just be able to click that in. There we go. And the next one, get this one out. Okay, click this one in. There we are, and now we need to attach these back wheels. So let's get around to the other side of the pushchair. And I can see we have here these little silver pins that push in, and we are going to have to match up the holes on the back wheels to the silver pin. So if we pop this in place, let's do the first one. In it clicks. And this one, get it the right way around. So match that hole up to the pin and click that in place. Okay, that's all the wheels on. Let's bring the pushchair up. There we go. And actually I can see straight away for a compact stroller, you're not really losing any height here. It's quite a tall compact stroller. And it looks like, yeah, you can move the handlebar up and down. So that's a really nice feature, because on a lot of the compact pushchairs that you see, they're very low down. Okay, before we do anything else, I can tell that the wheels are locked because they're not swiveling. So let's have a look and see how we unlock these. It's normally going to be these pieces here. So let's see if we push that down. Okay, there we go. So you push them down and it will unlock those swivel wheels for you. Just something that I've found doing that, they are quite stiff. So you're going to need quite a firm hand to lock them and unlock them into place. Right, so now we can see how it feels when we're pushing it All right, it's incredibly light, as we would expect it to be, only 6.6 kilograms. And it is steering very nicely, very easily. We have got very small plastic wheels, so it will be great for built up areas, urban use. They aren't going to be as good if you're on very bumpy terrain, but that's just because they're small plastic tyres, so I wouldn't expect them to be, you know, great off-roader wheels. But for what you're buying it for, which is going to be travelling around, using on your holiday, maybe if you're travelling into a city or something like that and you want to easily be able to take this in and out of a car or on and off of a train, it's going to be perfect. So one of the good things about plastic wheels is there's no maintenance to them. You're not going to have to worry about any sorts of punctures, and they are very hard wearing. And if you were on any kind of bumpy ground, which will make it slightly harder to push, you can just lock those wheels into place, which will help a little. So I'm going to attach the bumper bar next, and I can see that we're going to need to slot them in to this part here. If you can see, it's got like a shape to it, which shows that you're going to need to slot it into place. And whilst we're here looking at the bumper bar, these adapters that come with the pushchair, so they are going to be for a carry cot and a compatible car seat. These adapters will also slide in to these parts here in exactly the same way that we're going to slot the bumper bar in. So that's a nice added bonus to have the adapters. It means there's no extra purchases for you, which is great. Other than obviously if you do want to put on a carry cot or a car seat, you will need to purchase those ones. So let's get this bumper bar in. Okay. Slot that in. Right, and then if we have a look at how we're going to release the bumper bar as well, I can see here on the black bit of plastic, we would just push this in and pull it out. So that's going to be nice and easy to do, which means you'll just be able to quickly remove that bumper bar if you are going to use the adapters to attach your car seat or carry cot. So let's put this back on so we can see how the pushchair works with it. Right, and then let's take a look at this seat unit. So the material has got a linen effect. Now you can see this across their premium range. There are other products that they have with this same linen effect material. It's really nicely padded for a small compact pushchair. It's a nice amount of padding. And we can see here that it's already on a full recline. So this is lie flat recline. This is as far down as it's going to go. And this will accommodate your newborn if you don't wish to purchase the carry cot or the car seat separately. So I can see that we're going to have various positions we can put this in on the seat unit. And that is because we've got this strap that controls the backrest. So what that means is we can put it in any position we want. So let's have a go at this. Okay. Okay, so that's all the way up. So I've done that just by tugging on these black rope bits here. And then to move it down, it looks like we're going to pull on this hook. There we go, and that releases it all the way down. So, like I said, that means that you can pick any position that you would like to have your child in. So let's have a look at it upright. And pull that hood down as well. Okay, so this is as upright as it goes. Now, I can see from this that it doesn't go completely upright. There is still a fair recline on it. So if you have a child that is going to get upset in any way by not being able to sit completely forward, and that is the case for some children, they don't like to be forced into a position where they are reclined, this looks like it may not be for you. If your child is not bothered, then it's obviously not going to be a problem for you. But this is as high up as it goes, so that is really worth noting if you are thinking about buying this pushchair. Now let's have a look at it reclined a little. There we go. So this is about midway recline. Looks nice and comfortable if your child wants to have a sleep and you don't want them on a full recline. So those are your options. Let's put it back up into the upright. So you can see again, this is as upright as the seat is going to go. Other features of the seat unit is we've got this lovely leatherette detailing, which again is across their premium range, and it matches the lovely leatherette handle that we have as well. And I can see on here we have got 3 different height positions for your straps to go in. So if once your child starts getting bigger, obviously you would adjust it and you would bring the straps up higher each time. And that's going to be done by threading the straps through the back of the fabric, through the backrest. Here we have the clasp. Now this is one of Joie's nice magnetic clasps. Again, this is something that's across their premium range. So if we have a look at this, they feel really nice, these clasps. They're nice and kind of heavy and feel really secure, and they've got a magnetic pull on them. So what it means is it's just going to be a little bit easier to get your child in. If they were wriggling around and resisting going into their pushchair, which sometimes they do, it will be nice and easy to fasten them in. Okay, next up, let's have a look at the basket on here. So obviously when you're on your travels, you will want to be using your basket, put things in when you're traveling around. You're going to get a bit in there. You're definitely going to be able to put your coats in there, baby's essentials. You've got a high back to the rear of the pushchair, but it's on like a slope, that basket. And then obviously it's quite shallow here, so you might want to be a little bit careful about what you put in there just in case anything falls out. But for me, this looks completely adequate for a compact pushchair, and I do think you'd get quite a bit of stuff in there. Okay, while we're down here, we can see here, this is the brake system. So this is just a traditional foot brake. So if I stand up, you would just pop it down with your foot and pop it up with your foot. No problems there, exactly what we would expect to find. Also on the seat unit, you've got adjustable leg support. So if you have a look here, we've got a little black button on either side, which you can push in and move the footrest down and up if you want more support for your child's legs. And as they get bigger, you're probably going to want to move that down. We'll take a look at the fold now. So the pushchair is a one-handed fold, and it's also meant to fold up itself. So all you need to do is operate the buttons, and as you push the handle forward, the whole pushchair should collapse itself without us doing anything else to it. So let's have a go. Here you can see we've got this sliding mechanism. Behind that on the handle, we've got this push button. So you need to do both of those at the same time as pushing the handle forward. So we're going to slide this in, push the button, push the handle forward. There we go. And that is it closing down. So once you have it folded, there is also a carry strap. If we can get to that, just here, if you can see that. That's the carry strap, so you can pop it over your shoulder and carry it along. And as we said earlier, this only weighs 6.6 kilograms, so it's incredibly light and therefore is going to be really easy to transport around. To bring the pushchair back up, you would need to use the sliding mechanism and the button again. So you do both at the same time, and then you just pull up, give it a little jiggle, and then it will click back into place. So we'll try it one more time. So we're sliding and pushing the button in. We're going to push the handle forward And there you go, it collapses into place. So it's a really easy fold. Let's get that back up. And you do need to give it a little bit of a jiggle to get it back into place when you're bringing the pushchair back up. So we're taking a look at the hood now, and I can see that this is in the same nice linen effect material as the seat unit, only it's a slightly lighter colour, and that matches the pads on the straps. So this is as far as the hood goes down. You've got this little extra piece which will just help keep the sun out of your child's eyes. It's not the hugest hood in the world, but it looks okay to me. And obviously if your child's further back, it might add a little bit more coverage for them. As well as that, we have at the back a peekaboo window, which is made out of mesh, which will just let the airflow go through and help keep your child a little bit cooler when they're in the pushchair. We retail the Joie Signature Tourist at £180, so actually it's a really good price for a compact pushchair that's actually a premium product as well. And it's a really decent compact pushchair. It's got a lovely fold on it. It looks plenty comfortable enough for your child. It pushes really nice. The materials are nice. I would say my only concern with it is that the seat still has a slight recline on it, even when you've got it in the forward position. So that might be my only concern. If you had a fussy child who really likes to sit forward in their seat, they would have that slight recline and be kind of forced into this position where they're sitting in the seat unit. That's the only thing I can think of, really. Other than that, I think it's a really good price for what it offers, and it's incredibly light as well. If you'd like any more information at all, you can go on to buggybaby.co.uk. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I hope it's given you enough information for you to decide whether this is the buggy for you or not.